This is the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast with Toby, Wally, Keith, David, and Jay. The following program is five guys talking about the happenings in the world. This show is meant to be comedic and informative. The opinions expressed on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and may not be factual, do not reflect the beliefs or opinion of the cast, their peers, friends, family, or co-workers. This show may contain strong and crude language for the sake of entertainment. If you are under 18, please get permission from your parents to watch and listen. If you're offended by the contents of this podcast, please do not watch or listen. Please do not sue us or fire us. You can follow the FLA Trash Talkers on YouTube and Instagram by searching FLA Trash Talkers. Make sure to like and subscribe. And now, it's time for the show. What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, and this is the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast. We are live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on YouTube. If you're watching live, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Jay. Hey there, Toby.
What's up, man?
What's going on, buddy? Hey, what's going on, Wally?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way as Toby right now, man. Kind of, I don't know, man. Kind of, for me, I don't know how Toby's feeling. But I can tell you this, man, a little sad with this country.
I can definitely. So. What's going on, Keith?
What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for sitting here riding with us tonight. You know, it's just I'm sad, depressed. You know, all in the same, but we'll get to it. All right.
That's right. You can check out all of our shows live on YouTube, or if you can't watch us live, all you got to do is join us anytime you want to by searching for the FLA Trash Talkers. You can chat with us in real time. All you got to do is chat with us on YouTube, and we'll chat with you back. Go ahead. A lot of us are feeling a little something right now. We have breaking news. Charlie Kirk shot and killed at a Turning Point event in Utah. Police have a person of interest in custody, but a suspect is still at large. This is an ongoing investigation, and right now we go to Fox News Live.
I was with him, and they were here with him when he was shot.
So 6 officers on site, plus Charlie Kirk's private security team amid that crowd of 3,000 just shows you that nobody obviously expected this kind of violent act. What we see after the shooting, Laura, is Charlie Kirk being carried away by members of his security team. And then, of course, there was the frantic search for the suspect. An elderly gentleman was seen on video being taken away by police. We are now told that he was not involved in the shooting in any way.
So this happened today. Charlie Kirk was at an event. He was doing his thing. This has been the first event in a while, Turning Point event, and shot right in the neck by a long rifle. Kind of a tragedy here today in the United States. Going to be kind of a tough show. I've been watching this all day long, breaking news. It's been tough for everybody. I don't know where to take this right now. I mean, this is really rough. I mean, this is happening right now live.
I'm pretty fucking speechless, man.
Yeah.
Look, I enjoyed Charlie Kirk's content. Okay. I watched probably a fucking 100 hours of it. Really intelligent dude. I disagreed with him on several points that he made, and I would have loved to have debated him on some of the things that I disagreed with him on. For me to not be able to keep my words straight, you can tell I'm shook.
Yeah, I think we all are.
But this is a guy who went to college campuses, debated college kids on topics. Okay, respectfully, didn't run his mouth, didn't talk down to anybody. I don't know if y'all saw this video, man. This video is fucked up.
I didn't see him. He got shot.
Don't look at it, dog. There's close-up videos of it. I mean, you see.
Well, I sent it to you.
But
yeah, it's a tough video to watch.
So
yeah,
this
very
is a guy
tough
who literally was just practicing free speech. on college campuses, and that's an assassination. There is no other way to categorize this but an assassination. They did not like the views that he put out into the world, and they wanted to go ahead and end that because he had a heavy influence on college campuses. That the whole conservative movement on college campuses was all but dead 5 years ago. And this guy was out there, one of the people on the front lines revitalizing that. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I live in the middle of the road politically. Wall Raven will tell you that. I lean left on a lot of things. I lean right on a lot of things. But this event today, if there was ever an event that's going to radicalize a person that's in the middle, that's that event.
It's going to push them to one side. Now.
I mean, I had some thoughts in my head the first 30 minutes that I wasn't comfortable with, and I'm not talking about hurting anybody or any of that.
Right.
I was thinking about disowning friends that take part in that left-wing ideology. I mean, I was having the thoughts like, I'm done with these people. That's 3 big assassination attempts in 1 year, and they landed today's.
Yeah, they did. I mean, we started off with Trump, other political attempts, and now Charlie. I mean, I don't know. Like our country's broken. Our country's broken.
I have mine in the red cup, dog.
We were told for years by the media that this country had to fear the radical right and the violence that they were going to bring to the table, and that's 3 fucking assassination attempts on 3 right-wing, 2 right-wing figures, but 3 attempts, and they landed one. I mean, it's hard for me to want to stay in the middle of the street if the other side of the street is this shit. Is all I'm saying.
Why? Okay, but he was assassinated. I mean,
yes, he was.
We all agree with that. So why? Because he had an opinion. He was speaking the truth that somebody was scared of.
Well, look, Charlie Kirk's biggest thing was religious stuff. And that's the stuff I disagreed with him on, was the religious side of it. Everything about him was Jesus, the Lord, and this is what he wants. And if you got to kill people for that, if you're going to kill people for taking the side of their religion, this shit ain't going to work.
But he talked
we're going to have some big problems.
But he talked about everything. He talked about religion. He talked about politics. I mean, he talked about race.
He did.
He talked about everything. And all he was doing was speaking really the truth. And it's just sad that one of us doing this little podcast that we're doing maybe blows up one day, and next thing you know, we're going, to universities, speaking to students because of, our thought process and what we believe in. And because somebody else disagrees with it, they shoot and kill you. Like, this like Russia? Like, it's going to get to the point where if you don't say what I like, we're just going to fucking end you. Like,
it's going to get to the point where public speaking is going to be behind bulletproof glass. That's what's going to happen. I mean, I would just look at 4th of July when Trump was out there watching the fireworks on the White House lawn. He was behind bulletproof glass.
Oh, I get that. He's a president.
We're talking about a guy.
We're talking about a regular guy. He wasn't running for government. He wasn't.
I get that. I get that. But he's a public influencer, right? He's an influencer.
He's just a dude speaking about how he felt and what he believed in, which we all do.
Right,
and
but
somebody else doesn't believe in it.
He had a platform, and he had over 365 million followers, and people. Does
that make it right?
It doesn't make it right. I'm just saying he had a platform that our podcast that may or may not be on yet.
Afraid of.
Right?
I heard he had that many.
He has the
platform. On one platform, he had that many people followers.
So once again, why would they eliminate? He's not running for president.
I just told you why, dude. He was a symbol of an ideology that they wanted to snuff out. And when I say I have been on Facebook.
Thank you.
Over the last hour and a half. I'm telling you, and this is why I got that sick feeling. I see people I know making comments about this that I'm not comfortable with being around those people now.
Yeah, I've looked at some of my social media feeds and seeing some of my people that I follow. They've made some comments, and I'm like,
I can tell you this much right now, dude. As much as I did not prefer having Joe Biden as the president, if this would have happened to Joe Biden, I would not have celebrated for 1 second.
No, I would not celebrate
fucking
either.
Disgusting.
Well,
And I would have thought that whoever did it, there's no point in jail time for you. Like,
well,
you
look at
can
this.
Go down in the street.
They were celebrating. They were celebrating when the assassination attempt happened on Trump, and they got him in the ear.
I told
they
you
were
the story.
celebrating.
I was
there
at
was
the fucking-
celebrations.
I was
Yeah,
at
he was at a
Shula's
convention
Steakhouse, and there was a
Right.
DNC event at Shula's, and they were.
I mean,
quite
what,
happy.
what type of country are we living in that now we are celebrating? It doesn't matter your political views or your thoughts. He's an American, and despite his views, our views, anybody's views, how we live, what we believe in, how we live our lives.
But that's what
We
the
got to
country
stop. We
was
got to
built
stop.
on.
We got to stop hating our fellow Americans. That's what it is. We got to stop hating our fellow Americans. It doesn't matter. We are allowed to disagree. We're allowed to disagree.
Exactly.
But
Because we have
don't
feelings.
have to hate.
Since 2020, we are not able to do that. That's the biggest thing. I've said it on the show.
Well, let me ask you an important question then, because I want to make sure everybody completely sees that I'm a logical motherfucking person that's listening to this. What do you think part of the reason why we're sitting here in this predicament is, Jay Raven? Do you think maybe we had a president that ran his fucking mouth a little bit too much? Do you think that's possible?
What do you mean?
Do you think having a president that for the last 16 fucking years, almost 12, that's been running his fucking mouth nonstop, do you think that's helpful to what we want to see as a country?
You're talking about President
Do you
Trump,
think
I'm assuming.
firing up these psychopaths with his fucking mouth is a great idea now that you saw today's events happen?
No.
Okay, great. That's the first time I got you to say that. Sorry, I am genuinely pissed off.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm lost. Where I don't know where you're going with it. I don't really maybe.
I'm
understand the
saying when
question.
you have a guy that is as fiery
Like
and
Trump.
talking loudly and is
You're talking about Trump.
disrespectfully, yes,
Yeah, he's talking about Trump. He's talking about
talking
Trump.
disrespectfully to people
I don't
for
want
years.
anybody. I don't really. And you don't think the Democrats are on the other side going to the streets,
I don't.
being violent, talking
Okay.
about violence?
I don't approve of any
talking
of that
about-
either.
Okay, so it comes from both sides. So I don't understand where you're coming at with this.
But I am making a
You're
very
saying- so
solid
you-
point.
so you're
You're
saying
asking
Charlie-
what happened to our
you're saying
country. That's
Charlie
what you
was
straight up
shot
asked the question.
today.
What happened to our country?
You're saying Charlie shot today because of Trump and his.
I am saying that if you look at a big fucking picture and you ask the question, it's been like this since 2020, this and that. You don't think that part of the reason why this environment exists might be because of somebody's mouth? A little chunk of that pie, little slice.
It's more than a chunk of it.
I mean, I think it kind of goes on. I kind of agree with what you're saying,
Both
Toby.
sides have been saying this.
That's what I was going to say. Both sides have been running their mouths and going at it. The difference is
you see in 2020 with all the riots in the cities, the violence that was going on in Democratic cities where they were out breaking windows and stores and vandalizing things, talking about violence, like taking back over things. Like so I don't understand why you're sitting there just identifying Trump on this.
I
All I'm
didn't say.
saying is
I
that-
said when you look at an entire pie, we're going to cut out one slice for his mouth. That's what I said.
Okay, if that, but
Dude, the guy
still.
stays intentionally trying to infuriate people. When you stay intentionally trying to infuriate people, what do you think is going to be the end result?
he's trying to fight
Someone's going to
back.
get fucking infuriated.
But it comes from
But
the other side too,
But
dog.
that's been his MO entire life, though, not just since he's been a politician. Even when he was just a billionaire in New York, he's always said shit to piss people off. That's been his MO. And a lot of people like that about him because he likes to get under people's skin. No
Wall
matter
Raven
how
will tell you right now that I have always talked shit on that. It annoys the fuck out of me that he has to
Yeah,
go
I
out and
know.
do that
I
because he
know.
creates a hostile environment for no
But
fucking
you can't
reason.
tell me because Charlie's out there speaking his opinion has anything to do with Trump. I guess that's when you first brought it up. I guess that's why I look so dumbfounded because how is
I didn't say Trump just got the man shot. I didn't
then
say
why
that.
even bring it up? I don't. I mean, so I'm
Because you
I'm trying to
simply
understand
asked
the
a question about the country and the state we are in, and I offered you part of the reason why we are in this state. You can choose to ignore that and not want to include it in this discussion. That's a you choice.
I feel you on that. Okay, I did open it up to that. All right.
I'm
But
not
all
coming
I'm
out of
saying-
left field with it.
Oh, fine. That's your opinion, and if you want to bring it up, but while I was sitting there saying is, how is it that this country where we're like all I'm saying is one day one of us could be popular and going to universities and just talking about how we feel and have an opinion about something and being shot over. I mean, the dude's got 2 little kids. He's got a wife. Like he
Yep.
had his whole life ahead of him.
He was
But
31
because-
years old.
31
31 years old.
31, bro.
31.
31.
Because
31
he
years old
had
left.
a different opinion about other people. He had a different opinion about how other people felt about what he was saying. He shot and killed. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't make sense to me. And we have devalued human life means nothing to nobody these days. You look at the lady, the Ukraine lady on the train in Charlotte, North Carolina. The guy just stands up and starts stabbing her.
We'll get to that in a minute.
5 people.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Five
We'll get
people
to
around
that.
her. 5 people around her
But
didn't even offer to help to save her. Nothing.
But
We have been desensitized. We do not care about human life. That's all I'm going. Fuck politics, dude. Fuck politics. I don't care about right, left. His opinion was his opinion. I'm not talking about I agree with his opinions or anything like that. All I'm sitting there saying is this guy had a voice. He was talking. He was reaching out to people, and those people believed in whatever he was saying.
and there's no
But because there was
disagreement on that
other
whatsoever.
people, because there was other people that didn't agree with it, they get pissed off and they shoot the motherfucker. They execute him.
I just don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's as simple as Charlie Kirk giving opinions and getting shot in the neck. I don't think it's that simple. I think it's a bigger.
he's been doing it for a while.
Problem.
I mean, I'm kind of on both sides here. I'm kind of on both sides
Look,
here.
where I'm going with this
you-
isn't. I'm going and looking at that entire thing of the last few years of how we got here, and I'm looking at one piece here. And, dude, these people, they've been saying for years that we had to be scared of the radicalized right. They've been saying that on television for years. It's real. But like the more I'm seeing the behavior on Facebook and Twitter right now, celebrating that to me feels pretty fucking radical.
Hold on, you got
Like-
motherfuckers celebrating that this man
Yes.
got murdered.
That's what I'm
Yes.
telling you, dog. That's the
what we're-
radicalized part that made me feel weird in my body to see.
I'm
This shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't
What
have
are
a
we talking
Facebook.
about?
I don't have a Facebook. I only have 2 social medias.
I'm so confused.
But before we started this show, I only had Twitter, X, and that's for y'all know I'm not gonna put it out there in the atmosphere. Y'all know the reason why I had that. I didn't do because I didn't like to see, like you said, it's like Toby said, he saw some of his friends. Some of the shit that some of my friends would say, because people get reckless on social media and say some reckless shit, like other people can't read it, and make me, for a long time, I went 3, 4, 5 years not talking to some of my friends because I didn't like some of the shit they were saying because they were borderline fucked up.
Well, I mean, as a country, we should not be celebrating any type of death. I agree with you 100%, Toby. If it were somebody else, Joe Biden or anybody else, we should not be celebrating anybody's death, period. Just because you disagreed with that person, violence and assassination should never, ever, ever be the answer to stop it, because you know what's going to happen.
Wall Raven is missing my connection, so I'm going to connect it for him. And I'm not being an asshole when I say that. I don't think I did a good enough job connecting it. So I brought up the Trump thing. I talked about those people being radicalized, right? I'm saying the link to the radicalization and the easy way to radicalize them was by having this figure. They utilized and demonized Trump to the point in which they were able to radicalize off of the figure that he is. Some of that was his own doing. This shit. You can turn him into a real villain just by his own words sometimes. So how did you get these people so radicalized today in which they are looking at him, Charlie Kirk's neck getting blown open on fucking TV, enjoying that? We don't just get there on accident, Wall Raven. They utilize the weapon that Trump can be, demonize the shit out of him, and he made it easy to do.
Yeah, I guess I see it just differently, man. I just sit there and see a guy, man, just going out speaking the, how he felt about things and religion and politics, and I mean, he he had conversations with people, with students. He had conversations with students about everything, and it doesn't matter. Like I said, if he was right or wrong or different, whatever. He was just a guy talking, giving his opinion to different people that came out to have a conversation with them. And because somebody else disagrees with that, he's got two kids, babies. One's a baby. I don't know how old they are, but I think I saw pictures. They look young. That's never going to see their dad again because he was giving his opinion.
No disagreement with that. I'm just asking
Yeah.
how we got these people to turn so fucking crazy.
Do you
I
think
mean,
10 years ago this would have happened?
It wasn't happening. That's the crazy part. It wasn't
Yes.
happening.
They'll say, so what is the
Since 2020, things have been flipped upside down. I'll go back to that.
Why
and everything.
why 2020?
Think about it. They put us all in homes, right? We couldn't go nowhere. We were stuck in our houses. So what are people doing? Looking at TV, they're looking at their phone.
I do believe that to an extent there was some brainwashing happening at that 2020.
And then they put these messages and different things. They keep the kids away from each other. So what was the one thing that you heard about kids going back to school together? That they're going to have, they're not going to be able to
Social anxiety.
socialize. Yeah, exactly.
Social anxiety.
And all this stuff. I think this is, and then you have the borders being wide open and bringing in a bunch of different, people from all over the places.
border's been open since the start of our country?
Not like it was between 2020 and 2025, man. I mean, we were having immigrants coming through this border, man.
We have a national monument in New York because of the borders was open.
I get that, but you understand it was unsecured and there was thousands, millions of people coming through those borders. All I'm sitting there saying, man, there's a reason for everything, man. And I don't know, man. Like I said, man, I think it's crazy that a guy can sit there and go out and speak how he feels. And I believe that they were threatened by what he was saying, and that's why he was assassinated. I don't know. With the Trump shit and all that, I don't know, man. I can't speak on that, but
those people got really, really mad recently. I don't think that's deniable. When you're on Facebook applauding a man's death, you're upset. How do we get them so mad? That's all I'm asking.
they've been mad for a while.
Yeah, and I'm just saying what I said earlier. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what everybody's saying here. I mean, for those of you that don't know, that's listening, who Charlie Kirk is, Charlie Kirk has become a national figure as a conservative influencer, and he's the founder of the Turning Point USA organization and pushes for conservative politics on high school and college campuses. He spoke at the Republican National Convention in 2024 in Milwaukee, where he gave a speech focusing on what Kirk says he heard from young people around the U.S. So, yeah, he was a big influencer. He did impact people's lives in one way or another, positive or negative. And again, we should not be, if you disagree with what he has to say, don't listen to him. That's
it. Turn the damn TV.
Move along. Don't go to his conventions. Don't go to his events. Don't follow him on Instagram. But anyway, that's Charlie Kirk, 31 years old. He leaves his wife, Erica, and 2 children behind. So kind of a tragedy here in America, another tragedy here in America.
And his kids will be able to look that video up at any point or have it put in their face at any point the rest of their life.
Yep. So
that's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
Sad day, man. Sad day in America.
I am pissed. And I'm looking at all the factors and all the things that could have led to this. Maybe I shouldn't even be doing that, but I am, because that guy didn't deserve to get shot in his fucking neck today. So,
No, and nobody should. Not just him. I mean, Wally's right. Not to interrupt you, Keith, but Wally's right. We go out there in public. Nobody deserves that because they disagree with us, or they don't share the same.
We're all humans. We all have our opinions. That's all I'm saying. That's like this man was shot because he was out. He wasn't running for anything. He wasn't trying to be a politician.
There's two big opinions that he had. That one of them I didn't completely agree with. I can tell you for sure was his Israel beliefs. That he believed Israel was in the right in this whole Palestinian situation. That could be one of the ones that got him shot. We know that is a very, very hot button situation.
It's bad right now too, man.
People are super entrenched in that. So that's one of them. The other one is the trans shit. That one right there, people were real mad at him for his views that a man can't just become a woman.
And so do you know that was a question that was asked when he was shot?
Well, I don't think you can time it that well. I personally.
Can you?
Maybe.
It's possible,
maybe.
But I'm not saying it's in the realm of possibilities.
The guy sitting wherever he's sitting. Now he could figure it could happen within the first 10 minutes of the conversation or the event that's going on, or I'm going to have to sit here and wait for 2 hours for somebody to ask the question about trans and then be able to pull the trigger then.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting timing. It could very well be. It's hard for me to believe that it was that perfect, but it could be.
It's not outside the realm of possibilities. But before we move on, I just want to say Donald Trump posted on Truth Social in honor of Charlie Kirk's Charlie Kirk, a true great American. I'm ordering the flags to be at half staff through Sunday till 6 p.m.
I don't know, man. I do apologize, Wally, but I'm not trying to get under your skin with that. I'm pissed, man. I'm genuinely pissed.
Once again, it's a good conversation, right?
That's what we have this platform for.
That's kind of where I'm going at with this, man. Like, we should be able to have conversations. Don't have to agree with everything I have to say. Nobody has
just
to
like I said about not agreeing with him on Israel. I 100% agree with him on the trans shit. So shoot me.
So
motherfuckers.
I mean, that's all I'm saying is, man, we should be able to sit there and talk, be able to speak our mind, and nobody should, take it so personally. And I think really, dude, like I said, I think 2020 had a lot to do with it. But
I'm gonna speak from just the regular American, dog. I never heard of Charlie Chris until the man was shot. Not Charlie Chris, Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry. Until he was shot. Never once came across my radar. And he wasn't part of nothing I looked at. He wasn't part of nothing I enjoyed. So he never came across my radar. But as an American, as just a freaking human being, that is insane, man. I'm sad, man. I'm sad this man got shot. I'm sad that his kids will never see their father again. This man can't throw a football or kick a soccer ball or have Thanksgiving dinner, enjoy a birthday with his young kids, watch them grow up because he said something that somebody didn't agree with. I say controversial shit all the time. I say we can go as simple as sports. I'm a diehard Miami Dolphin fan, and I dislike about 30 other damn teams. And if you a part of them 30 teams I dislike, I'm gonna tell you your team suck. And you ain't shit, but that don't mean I deserve to be killed.
Fair enough. Well, boys, this is an ongoing investigation. We'll keep our eye on the news. We will update.
We're not done with this. I mean, today we are, but we're not done with this.
No, we're not done with this. We're going to keep going.
We're going to find out about this person, and that's when I'm going to have a little more to say once I see what their real fucking aim was.
We're going to keep going on this one, but
they don't know who they don't know who did it. They don't know where.
They don't know if he slipped out with the crowd or what. Yep.
That's the crazy part. So now you got conspiracy theories on.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on this, and then once they have somebody in custody, we will definitely bring up. Hold on one second here.
But it is security camera footage, so you can.
This is live.
Guess what the quality of that is, but we do know dressed in all dark clothing, but we don't have a much better description other than that.
Where do you believe the shot came from?
The shot came from here on campus, from a location at a third, potentially from a roof. Yes.
All right, so they're still investigating it. They have no further answers, but we'll keep our eye on this, and then we will keep everybody informed as the information rolls in.
Well, I can say the Black Coalition is off the hook on this one. This motherfucker guaranteed was white.
Oh yeah, no black. No, I've witnessed it. There's no black people in Utah.
That's why I said it.
The one black person in Utah is cooking damn oxtails on a smoker.
They'd have had his ass already because there ain't no black folks around Utah.
All right, boys. So the Charlotte leaders criticize over a killing of a Ukraine woman as Trump targets another Democratic city. So this happened in the Carolinas. I'm sure by now everybody knows that there was a Ukrainian girl that was stabbed on a train, right? I'm sure everybody knows that. This is worldwide news. Everybody's talking about it now. They do have the suspect, DeCarlos Brown Jr., in custody. And he calls his sister from the jail, and he explains to her why he did what he did. We have the audio here. So my question is, how did this audio get leaked? Did his sister leak it?
It's jail, dog. Everything is recorded in jail.
Fair enough, but it was leaked, and this is what he says.
Put it like this, Terry using my body to stab the lady.
And so she just got stabbed.
Yeah. You know that's not me. I'm talking about just for no reason. But since they did that, now they got to investigate the material in my body exposed to. Since they want to do all that, now they got to investigate.
It's funny because she's from the Ukraine. She's from Russia, and you know they got a war. They had a war going on against the United States. So I'm just trying to understand, out of all people, why her?
That's it ain't. I don't have nothing. They just lashed out on her. That's what happened. They lashed out on her.
So he's saying that he has material inside him. This is somebody added music to that. I'm sure it's not going to be around, but this is a legitimate and it is a real call that came from either his sister, leaked from his sister, or it came from the jail. It got around. Somebody put some music to it. That was the only audio I could find. But that is a legit phone call with his sister. What he's saying is that is he planning to plead insanity? He's saying that there's a material in him that caused him to stab. He didn't know what he was doing, and it just happened. And now they're going to investigate what's inside him.
It's a fucking demon, bro. Like, that's all it is. You're a demon, dog.
He's already been determined that he's schizophrenic.
Yes, that's already been determined. He's schizo.
I mean, he's been arrested like 20 times already in the past. So, I mean, the dude should have never been out. Once again.
Well, he killed in New York as well.
When I saw it originally, it looked like some type of gang assassination. I mean, not a gang initiation when I saw it, because he didn't know that lady, and he waited on anybody. It could have been the four of us that was sitting on that bus and would have got shanked.
Funny, there's 5 other black people around there, but he killed the white person.
Well, that brings up the controversy as to why, yes, he stabbed her multiple times, and not one person lifts a finger to say or do anything or stop him or even to check to see if she's okay.
This kind of works out perfectly to have this conversation right after the last one where I lashed out about environmental factors.
Right. So I'm waiting to hear Toby lash out on this topic.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, when I was talking about Trump's mouth, and I'm talking about people who aren't intelligent and they're susceptible to things, schizophrenics, etc. You take people like that, it's really easy to influence them, right? There's been a lot of rhetoric this guy's heard in the last 5 years about race. So did he pick the white person intentionally? I mean, look at all the rhetoric he's heard in the last 5 years.
It's Charlotte, dog. Charlotte is a melting pot of everybody.
It's a Democratic run city.
I don't think politics had nothing to do with this asshole. This asshole
it does because it does. Because when he's arrested,
it may not, but it can.
When he's arrested for the things that he's done in the past, because they have such light laws, he's able to get out of jail. The motherfucker shouldn't should be in jail, dude.
Yeah, he should have
I
never
mean,
been
he
out of jail
never
from
should
the
be
first
out
time.
in the streets to
The
begin
guy,
with because of the laws, the policies that they have in Charlotte. Like that, yes, dude. Like that has everything to do with it. I don't understand why people don't understand that.
Let me ask you a question. Real talk, dude. I'm not defending his ass, so let's get on record.
Of course you're not.
This motherfucker need to be, all his fingernails and toenails need to be pulled and hung upside down, butt ass naked in the 95-degree weather so the Ravens can eat his ass. But do you don't think we have in Florida is a totally different political state? I know a handful of motherfuckers I could call on my phone right now that's supposed to be locked up. That beat the system.
Okay, you're right, but 20 times?
well, it's clear the guy has some sort of
No
mental
bond bills,
issue.
or did I just look, man. I mean, at some point, man, the system has to work, man, and I will say in Charlotte, man, the system failed because there's no reason for that woman to be dead right now.
Well, real quick, I mean, it's clear that he has some sort of mental issue. So, at what point do we, as a government or as people, make right decisions on people who have some sort of mental illness like this? I mean, Wally said it. Why is he wandering around? He's done this before in the past. You know, he's been diagnosed schizophrenia. We know this about him, and the system. So the system failed him as much as the system failed her. That's what it boils down to. It failed him as much as it failed her. She was a victim, and she ended up being killed. But at the end of the day, if the government or if our system did the right thing, he would have been incarcerated. He would have been in a loony bin. He would have been somewhere where this would not have happened because we would have made the right decisions.
Well, that's a problem too, though. They got rid of the institutionalization of mentally fucked up people. We stopped doing that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a coincidence. You had Arkham Asylum and the Batman fucking shit. That shit was legit. Like
it was real back then, right?
You were going to a fucking, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You were going to that shit bat house, bat shit house, whatever. We stopped that. And that was bad political decisions right there. As you can see, this guy shouldn't have been on the street. If you can't put him in a jail, he should have been in a home where they could have been jabbing him every day with something to keep his ass chill.
Keep him sedated. Yeah, man.
So again, he was failed just as much as she was. We didn't protect her to a degree. Right. We didn't protect her, but we also didn't protect him. Crazy people don't know they're crazy. They don't know they're crazy.
They don't. And
that's what we need to do. We need to protect them.
In this world today, a crazy person has so much shit being fired at him from social media, from the news. You're going to see a lot more.
You can't decipher what's right and wrong.
Yeah. So question. And this, hypothetically, right? We say that shit was leaked. He's been to jail 20 times. So he automatically, I don't know about y'all, I've been to jail before. When you pick up that phone, that shit tell you are being recorded, right? So do you think that was staged, that conversation? Because you get a lighter sentence. I don't give a damn what you do.
It's possible. It's possible for him to say
the dude who shot at Reagan was in prison for 30 years.
He
got out, but he claimed insanity.
Wait a second. No, but he's already been classified as that. He doesn't have to say anything now because he's already been declared.
He's already been diagnosed.
Yeah, diagnosed.
So in his mind, he might actually believe that there's
a
substance in him that makes
him
get
out
do this.
or something. That has nothing to play with this because he's already been diagnosed with that. We already know he's fucked up in the head. So going forward, no matter what goes forward.
Well, I know he didn't get along. Him and his sister didn't get along either. So part of the article here says that him and his sister didn't get along. So for him to call her and then explain that there's some sort of system or some sort of something inside him to cause him to do that wasn't him. I mean, he said it right there on that call. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. So is it what you said at the very beginning?
We lost Jay.
Or is he really like crazy and he really does what he was doing? Which one is it?
I think he's crazy. I don't think he knew what he was doing. I mean,
I would like to shift the focus to the 4 people standing around him and sitting around him that didn't do shit.
I have a clip on that, Toby.
Yeah,
so whenever you're ready.
That's fucking trash.
Well, this conversation.
Let me
has
tell you
two-
something right
two
now.
angles.
I know for a fact, if the four of us were up there for a football game and that happened on a train that we were on, that motherfucker don't get off that train.
He don't get off that train. No, don't come in, player.
You ain't getting off that train. So,
So-
and I don't think, I'm not pointing at anything other than why aren't men doing men shit anymore? Like, what in the fuck? You see
It's
somebody
the
stab a woman in
world,
the
bro.
neck, you got to be taken down.
It's the world. I just saw on the news today just when they wasn't talking about Ethan Kirk, which there's an update that probably got overshadowed because of the young man that got murdered today. But I saw on the news today where this elderly lady, she looked to be in her late 60s.
Oh,
early
I know what you're
70s,
talking about.
and a dog was biting the shit out of her, and people were walking by, didn't help this lady. She's on the ground. How she was able to get the dog to stop biting her, she had to bite the dog back.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, yeah, when we got to sports, I was gonna bring up they found
That's
So-
crazy.
three.
But does that have to do? Does that have to do with the fact that people are afraid to be of being recorded, doing something wrong, being sued, or do you think that we're just living in a nation where people just don't care about people anymore? Which brings me back to what we were.
what I was saying
We got to
earlier.
stop hating each other. We got to stop hating
we
each other.
have we have been desensitized, man. When it comes, look at video games, man. Video games, man. There's kids playing Gang of, I don't even know the fuck the names of Gang of Thieves or
Call of
whatever.
Duty,
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
All these different
Grand
games.
Theft Auto.
Oh, there it is. Grand Theft Auto. Like I don't play, so I don't know. But I know there's a bunch of killing, and it's getting more and more graphic. It's getting more and more looking real because that's what everybody wants. The realization of how lifelike it looks when you're playing these games.
Dog,
And I think
I played a
people,
lot of video games in my life, and the two videos I saw this week made me sick. So I don't know about the desensitization from fucking video games.
Here's a clip of Caroline Levitt talking about.
And perhaps most shamefully of all, the majority of the media, many outlets in this room, decided that her murder was not worth reporting on originally because it does not fit a preferred narrative. Many of the journalists in this room spilled plenty of ink trying to smear Daniel Penny for defending a subway car from a deranged lunatic in New York City, but none of those same reporters lift a finger to write stories about an actual murderer.
So we're not reporting on what we're supposed to be reporting on. We have people sitting around not helping this lady out. There's no story about that. There's no story about this guy murdering this woman. So what kind of country are we living in? I mean, where are we going nowadays? What's happening?
and yes, Toby, I know, I hear what you're saying, and that's the one thing I was going to go to next was, so I'm going from video games, and I'm saying kids they're playing video games, and they see killings, and they're shooting, and that person's dying. I don't know if they understand, that.
So you're saying we were given
hold on.
we were given scaffolding beforehand to have that type of a feeling to protect our people around us, and these kids didn't get it by the time they were already.
Well, I'm saying they're just so used to seeing it. I don't think they realize the really effect of it. Like who would actually hurt. Like I don't think they think about if I kill this person might have kids and a wife and a mother, and I don't think they think about anything else other than they just killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's the desensitizing that I'm talking about. And then you go into Twitter or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it now, and you look up, you can be on there and seeing gang shootings where people are being laid the fuck out like it's nothing, and it's no big deal. So we see it constantly. So yes, I think that it isn't this big deal anymore. I don't think people really think about what you do to somebody, how it affects them and maybe people around them.
So you're saying that we're being desensitized? based on, and I don't know if it's just video games. I think it's just everything. You said it yourself.
But I'm saying I think some of it starts there. I think X has a big part of it. I think there's a lot of things that are going on that we weren't a part of growing up because we didn't have the technology that society now. I mean, I'm 50. Keith, you're what, 50?
I'm 50. I'll be 52 in a few weeks.
So, you're 45. I think Toby's 45. Like, we grew up in a different era.
But here's a little bit of a problem with your argument, which is probably correct in a lot of ways. But them people that was sitting around that girl on that bus, they was y'all's age, dog. Look at the video. Them people were no spring chicken.
I was gonna say those wasn't video game players, so at least they didn't grow up playing them. No, the video games we grew up playing, dog, was Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
I think people are just worried. I think people are just worried on what.
You think they're worried about being sued, or you think they're worried about
being on TV, being demonized?
But that's where we come. I mean, how many times have I've looked on X and I see some dude beating the shit out of some chick, and there's 50 people around them, 50 dudes around them with their video cameras out, just fucking filming it. But instead, going over there, breaking it up and trying to protect the woman from being hurt and being beat up. We don't care no more.
I'll say it with 100% conviction. I'll die on that fucking train before I watch that guy stab that fucking bitch a second time. I'll die on that train before that happens.
I think we, to Wally's point, to a point, is that we were grown up differently. We were raised differently. If we see an act of violence towards a woman as men, we would stop it.
You stand up for that woman.
Hang on,
we would protect that.
Let me retrace, because we wouldn't have been able to stop it, but we would have been able to.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Yeah. We saw an act of violence. All right, let me rephrase the statement. If we saw an act of violence and towards a woman or towards anybody, we were taught to do something about it.
Yeah.
That's the way we were raised. That's how we grew up.
Exactly.
I mean, they didn't even go over and try and stop the bleeding.
Well, that's the part that was
nobody walked over to her to ask if she was even okay. She fell over off her chair, and then they sat there and rode the ride.
Not even try to stop it from happening, because there's no way they could have stopped it from happening.
But check on her.
Confronting. Be a human being, and you see blood. She had to be crying or something.
She had to be shaking. Because he went to the jugular,
and then she falls on the ground in between the seats. If I'm sitting there and I'm on a train and I see somebody fall over, then it can't. And obviously I look over, they fall over, okay, and I'm looking straight ahead, and then I realize, maybe 20 seconds later they didn't come back up. I'm gonna go. Let me check on that person. Like, that's just what you do, right? They didn't do shit. They did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting sad out there. I know we're being pressed up against the clock here, so it's just a really sad situation. I think
it all goes back to what's happened today with Charlie, dude. Like this, I feel like, man, we are in a weird place, man. I'm gonna lighten things up.
I'm gonna lighten things up right now. Let's move into this. I think you guys will appreciate this. Florida is moving to end vaccine mandates in the state of Florida. They're saying that it's wrong, and we should not put it drips with slavery to have these vaccine mandates. Do we need these vaccine mandates in Florida? These kids.
Boy.
Yeah, I want to get somebody else worked up. We got Wally and Toby worked up. Now it's time.
I want to say
Toby's worked up. Yeah, I know Toby has something to say about this.
I'm gonna let Keith have this floor, but I do want to say I am so glad that the guy that compared it to slavery was black, because that was not going to go over well.
No.
But since he was black, it's okay. But
Man,
If it was a white guy, that wouldn't have gone over very
You gotta
well.
tell me how you feel about that part.
That would have gone over very well.
That's something actually Charlie's actually talked about, but that's a whole different subject.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I'm a fan of vaccination. Every one of my kids, I remember taking them to get their shots. You know, remember you had a chart. Okay, at this age, at 6 months, you go get this shot, this vaccination. If we start, and this is my opinion, if we start not vaccinating these kids and say it's not important, we're no better than a third world country where the kids get together and you have these different diseases and they all fucked up now. And now every child, every household has, I'm just gonna say some shit, bird flu or some shit, you know. I know that's not factual, but I'm just throwing out a disease. Not every household has it, because I remember when my kids were young, you send them to elementary or daycare or whatever. If one child in that goddamn school got sick, guess what? Your house was sick too.
Yep.
I mean, so even with those vaccinations, they still happened.
But it limits it though. The vaccination doesn't
The
stop.
vaccination.
How can you make that statement? You have no idea.
The vaccination isn't for the flu. The vaccination
You have
is
no
for
idea
mumps, measles,
that vaccinations
chicken
slowed
pox.
it down or made any kind of change.
Well,
so how can you sit there and say that?
Well, according to Dr. Richard Besser, former director of the CDC, he stated that over the last 50 years, vaccines have saved an estimated of 154 million lives, according to a 2024 study. And out of those, 101 million infants.
Hey Jay, you know what? I never got the COVID vaccination, and I've never had COVID.
Okay. I don't get the flu shot, and I don't get the flu. But I mean, these are vaccinations.
I've never got the flu shot. I don't believe in the flu shot, but I'm a grown ass man though. You know?
For these are vaccinations for
I'm
children.
talking kids.
These are vaccinations for children.
But how do you prove those numbers are actually factual? Like, so just because somebody took a shot in their arm and they didn't get sick, I didn't get sick. I never took the COVID vaccination.
I got
COVID around your ass.
Huh?
I had COVID around you twice.
So
I've gotten COVID twice. I had it twice. The first time I got it, it wasn't even fucking called COVID. Okay. The first time I got it was last week of December 2019. I never forget it. The weekend the Dolphins played the Patriots. I was so sick. I couldn't even watch the game. And my wife took me to the emergency room and they tested me for the flu. They tested me for the flu twice. And they kept saying, you don't have the flu. We don't know what the fuck wrong with you. And I thought I was on my deathbed, bro. That's why I ran and got the vaccination when it was available.
So
the second time I got it, I just had a sore throat. That's how I knew I had it. So they went and said, so you have it. I didn't feel nowhere near as bad as I did the first time I got it.
Cold is what the fuck you had. You had a sore throat. Fuck, I wake up every day with a goddamn sore throat. That means
what you do behind your house, behind closed doors.
So
wake up every morning with
fucking business. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's
so you don't think the COVID is real? I'm not judging either way. I'm just saying you don't think it's real.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think it's bullshit. To be honest with you, man. I never took the shot. I never believed in all that bullshit. I
became a believer because I went to two doctors, emergency room and my primary, and they couldn't figure out what the fuck was wrong with me because remember COVID wasn't named COVID until March of 2020. I had a 3 months prior. I had just left Vegas, matter of fact, and by the time I got back, I was sick.
So you was on a flight, right? And everybody's breathing. Yeah, everybody's breathing the same stuff, and you got some kind of flu.
I think I got it in the casino, probably.
What's your take on the vaccines, Toby?
Got a couple. Number one, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to care. So, hey, vaccinate yourself, your kids. That's your call. That's your right. But if you don't want to do that, that kind of also has to be your right. And then if you happen to die of polio, well, dog.
That was your decision, right?
That was your cross to bear, I guess. But there are some other questions. like I've heard some things about the original polio vaccine killing more people than it may have helped. I've heard some things about, did the polio crisis ever happen the way it was advertised? And first and foremost, how much, when they say vaccine saved all these lives, how much was it just proper sanitation? I don't know the answer to that. I'm not saying that proper sanitation did save all the lives, and I'm not saying anything of the sort. I'm just asking the question. We lived in a filthy fucking society until about 65 years ago. And that's just the way it is. People were getting all kinds of nasty fucking diseases because they shit where they eat, more or less. And all that got put, sanitation took that off the table. So, you know, I got my vaccines. I'm not asking to have them undone. I never took the COVID vaccine. Didn't find it necessary. Turned out to be correct on that one. But at least for me. But if you had a serious health issue, maybe you did need to take that. So on and so forth. But I think the studies on vaccines are a little more unclear than they lead you to believe.
I think it should be your choice, though. I don't think you should.
Thank you.
I think it should be your choice. Because Toby just said it's your choice whether you want to take it and live with the consequences of like any
Just like I took the
after
choice
effects.
of not taking COVID or taking the COVID vaccine and try to, take my chances on catching it or not. And
like I just quit. I quit smoking several years ago. I quit vaping at the end of last week. I said I'm not doing it anymore. Now I'm like 4 days in of not doing it. I plan.
Congratulations.
Now, that being said, did I make that decision too late? Maybe. We'll find out in 6-7 years. But
bro, I'm grown. I don't take a lot of vaccinations now, but the one I am going to take because it runs in my family and I see how it fucks my family up, I'm going to take the shingles vaccine because I'm at the age now and the men in my family didn't get the vaccination for shingles and they be fucked up. So I don't want that.
But so the question comes out
but
to
that's your choice, dude. Like that's a thought process
Yep.
that you analyzed, that you thought about and came up with your own conclusion and said, hey, for my own thought process and to make myself feel like comfortable because of my history, my past history, I'm going to go ahead and get that vaccine.
Exactly.
That's your decision. That's awesome. Yes. And that's how it should be, man. Like if people think that they can, they don't have to stick their babies with all these needles and all these different things, and they have herbal treatments or whatever. That's their decision. The only thing I do worry about is, what happens if there is a polio, outbreak and, there's,
nobody's vaccinated.
Die. Yeah, exactly.
So my question is that, is it okay to take that, like the kids or what they're saying as adults, we get to make that decision, but does the government get to tell us the children have to take those vaccines? I mean, do the parents have a choice in that matter?
I think the parents need to make the decision because you as a parent, you're responsible for every decision your child, your child's well-being, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you're responsible for it. So let this parents' decision.
Oh, and you have to deal with the consequences after that. So whatever decisions are made, you are the ones that's dealing with those consequences. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I choose not to get my kid vaccine for this. 2 years from now, there's an opportunity that my child does get sick because of this, and I have to take care of my child. I mean, that's a thought process you all have to take in when you make these decisions, and so it's very important to think about it. But hey, as long as it's still their process, still their opportunity to make that thought process, I think is the right decision.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not going to be a popular opinion, but it's mine, and I own it. I think that dude RFJK, that motherfucker's crazy. I don't know how I literally, this dude got his position. Man, do you see some of the shit that fall out of his mouth?
I can already see this shit. All right, we
do you see some of the shit that you don't even understand the shit that he come out of his mouth?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that's my opinion.
The dude got his position because he gave all his votes to Trump. He
But
said,
you don't
"I
believe
will."
you don't believe what he stands for or what he wants to kind of change within the food industry and everything is correct? Because we
No.
could there's a long conversation we can have about what's going on in this country with the food and the products that
you
we
know
are
our,
eating.
But that's what make us Americans do. We
Well, you know
eat because
what?
we eat what the fuck we want to eat.
right,
Yeah,
but
We
and,
don't have
and
restrictions
it's
on
filled
what we
with
want to
fucking
eat.
chemicals and
yeah, but
processed
yeah,
shit.
you do
and
know,
it's
that's what
killing
he's trying to
us.
get rid of. He's trying to go back to an
What the
organic
fuck are you
type of
talking
eating
about,
and being
Keith?
healthy.
We can't
You know
talk
what?
out the side of our neck at one moment and say, well, this is America. We have free choice. We can do this. But then have another motherfucker trying to tell us what we can and cannot eat.
Are you telling me that you're going to be okay
I
with
mean,
eating
hey,
McDonald's that are just
as
made out
much-
of chemicals? I mean, the bread, the meat, that's chemicals. That's
But
okay.
Keith ain't wrong about what he just said, though. Like,
He ain't
what
wrong
Keith
about
said
that.
Was you can't come out here and tell me about you got to make your choice about the vaccine and then tell me what the fuck I got to eat. He ain't wrong.
Fair enough.
It's my
Okay.
choice.
All right.
No,
All right.
no.
I get what you.
No.
Good call, Toby.
Come
Good
on.
call. Good call.
No, fuck that. So I'm not sitting there saying you got to eat McDonald's every fucking day.
If I wanted to, shit, I can afford it.
Yeah, you can. Exactly. If that's what you choose to do, I have no problem with that. But I do have a
like
problem.
not taking the vaccine, it might shorten your life a few years.
But I do have a problem. I do have a problem with the companies that are making that food is putting chemicals in it that's going to cause cancer and things that's going to shorten my life.
Well, then to Keith's point, right? You don't have to eat that food. You don't have to go to McDonald's.
It's everywhere. What are you talking about? It's not like I can go to like I could go to McDonald's and say I want a natural hamburger or I want a processed hamburger.
Don't go
get
to
a fake hamburger.
Huh?
Yeah, don't go to McDonald's then.
That you can get a fake hamburger.
Go to damn Whole
You
Food
get a
and
veggie burger,
eat
yeah,
off
without
that
a doubt.
damn off the vegan buffet.
All I'm sitting there saying is, man, you really sitting there saying so the cereals that you buy, you find with the coloring and the byproducts that they put in those things that you're buying. Hey, you can buy any cereal you want. 90% of them has all of those preservatives and bullshit that's going to cause some fucking kind of disease.
I believe it's the same argument as the vaccine.
But here's the real problem.
On that.
The food manufacturers and the pharmaceutical companies are owned by the same people.
That doesn't even make sense.
Owned by the same motherfuckers. So we're gonna poison you and then fix you
with medication.
Big pharmacy controls everything that happens within this country. You go over to Europe and you buy a loaf of bread from the market, and within a week and a half, that motherfucker's molded. I'll go to fucking Publix and I'll get a loaf of fucking bread, and that motherfucker can sit on my goddamn counter for 5 fucking weeks, and there ain't no fucking mold on it.
I don't know what bread you buying, dog. My
bread goes bad
my
about
bread
a week.
molded.
Crazy
Yeah,
as shit.
my bread
You're
is
crazy
molded.
as
If I don't
shit.
eat my bread in about 2 weeks, it's green. You got green and white spots on it.
But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I mean, they are putting preservatives and chemicals. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with how overpopulated this country, this planet has gotten. So now they have to figure out a way to produce food faster.
Here's what you do though. Go to the Publix bakery, buy a loaf of the actual bread that's made in the bakery.
That shit get hard so fast.
Put it on the counter next to the one that's in the packaging on the aisle from Wonder Bread, and tell me which one's gone first. I can promise you that Publix bread is gone long.
Dog, I'm a big fan of that Publix bread, and you gotta eat it the first day or two. That third day, bitch, it's garbage material.
It's hard.
Okay, so what we're talking about. That's what
you can go out and hit a ball with it.
But that's what we're talking about.
That's why everybody across seas in Europe are healthier.
JG, going back to what you were saying. This country has gotten so big. We are so spread out. If you go to Europe, right? Countries are small. They're tight. America is a very big country. We have gotten so overpopulated. We do not have the farms and things close enough to feed our communities that are close to those products, right? So we have to find preservatives in order for them to last longer, in order to get them shipped from California to Florida, from New York
Are you
to
defending those motherfuckers though?
no, I'm saying, oh no, I'm saying that's how we got here. That's why we are where we are at. It was because of the fact that we had to figure out a way to get the product from one side of the country to the other and still be able to eat it and wouldn't be molded and all fucked up. But we have learned that that's the wrong thing to do, and somehow we have to figure out to go to more of a natural way of eating, because if you look over in Europe, man, they don't have the same diseases is quite as much as we do.
There's no obesity. There's none of that stuff there, and everything's natural. Everything's natural. A lot of people pick it from their back garden, and then they put it in the market, and it lasts a couple days. That's what it was. That's the way it is in Europe.
Okay, and you guys bringing up great points, but
Have you seen a McDonald's? Have you seen a McDonald's menu in Europe? Have you seen the ingredients on the back of a Doritos bag in Europe? 90% of the crap that's on the ingredients and our Dorito bag is not there. We have a 2-page paragraph, a 2-page book on the back of our bag of Doritos full of ingredients. You look at theirs, it's 1 or 2 sentences.
There's a nutritionist that was in Canada. I think, or she's from Canada, or she was in Canada. I forget. She was doing a speech, and she was holding up products from Europe, or no, from America and from Canada, and the products just from between us and them. She was like, "Okay, the Fruit Loops aren't as bright and colorful as the American is,
but there was 37 fewer ingredients."
Exactly.
Yeah.
The American ones are dyed with certain preservatives and different things.
I bet them fucking Fruit Loops was bland too. Give me my goddamn, give me my doped up Fruit Loops.
Well, when I was in Canada, I went to Montreal.
Man, you can't say that.
The
dude.
steaks,
really
their steaks weren't as bright red as they are here. They put a chemical in our steaks to make them look bright red, and that's how we determine whether or not that steak is good or not.
Yeah, they pump them with gas.
What was that pink dye? Whatever.
It was some sort of pink. They inject all of our steaks so it looks redder, and then we determine how red it is. Oh, well, that's a good piece of steak. You go to Canada in Montreal, the steaks are not as red. And I remember picking out a steak for dinner that night, and I was like, I don't know, these don't look good. And then that's when I also found out about that. This is about 10, 12 years ago. That's when I found out in America we're injecting our meat with dyes and all kinds of stuff to be visual.
When the last time you bought a yellow banana? You haven't.
No.
Because they keep them green on purpose. It's some kind of gas pumped in the bag. As soon as they take it out the bag and the gas leaves out, but you buy that bitch green in Publix, by the next morning it's brown, it's yellow. The second or third day it's got a lot of spots on it.
Yeah. The band, they deteriorate really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, what do you think about that?
No, chicken wings.
Go ahead, go for it.
No. So
McDonald's chicken wings?
No, not McDonald's, but any I noticed when I went to certain restaurants ordering chicken wings, because I was a big wing fan. You would bite it.
Still are.
It was rubbery.
Yeah. It was like it wouldn't really pull away from the bone. It's like chewy and like you gnawed on it.
A lot of chicken.
I even found out with Publix rotisserie chicken. The breast, you would cut a piece of breast off, and it was just like you were just gnawing on it. It didn't feel natural anymore. Like,
well, it's not. It's not because there is all these chicken manufacturers and stuff like that. The chickens are coming so little, and they have to feed by the mass. So now they're pumping the chicken to make them bigger with a chemical. And you see it. There's actual video of it, of them pumping it, and it just goes. It makes it into like a big chicken breast.
Hey, I make a buffalo chicken dip, right? It's like a tradition in my household. The first Miami Dolphins game that's on TV, we cook out. Like I had a big cookout at my house Sunday.
Sad
And
day. Such a sad day.
so
Sure that
yes, it was. We gonna get to that. I don't give a damn if we go 3 hours. We gonna get to that. But one of the things I do is this buffalo chicken dip I make. And I debone a rotisserie chicken. I used to go to Publix and get one of them $9 rotisserie chickens, and the recipe calls for 2 cups of chicken, right? The recipe calls for 2 cups of chicken. It would take the whole Publix chicken, rotisserie chicken. Now I go to Sam's. That bitch so full of hormones.
Oh yeah.
That Sam's rotisserie chicken. All I do is cut the 2 breasts off, and I have 4 cups of chicken.
Yeah, they're big over there. But I get what you're saying. They're putting hormones into all of our chicken. Unless you buy an organic chicken, which it's really hard to find. Unless you buy organic chicken,
Have you been to a high school lately?
No, but I hear what my kids eat at high school, and that's pretty.
Yeah, but
scary.
I'm talking about. You talk about hormones. I think hormones in what they've been pumping chickens and
it's getting into our kids.
Foods. Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, because these kids are 6'5" now, and at 14 years old, and I'm like, wait a second, you're supposed to be Keith's height, 5'1".
Yeah, it's amazing that like we're growing these giants these days, and there's a reason why, and it's because of the food. But yeah, man, I don't know. I support what he's doing. I think I think there's a different quality of food that we eat compared to people, over in England and other different countries.
I'm not in England.
Well, I know that, dude, but I think but their quality of food is better than what we have, and I would like to have that kind of quality.
Never been there.
Well, we are behind schedule, so it is now time to move on to our next topic, which is.
And now it's time for the FLA Trash Talkers Sports Talk.
Looking, he's going to heave one deep down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. What just happened? The ball comes out. The ball has come out. Oh my goodness!
Here's a 2nd down and 3.
Oh, he broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown.
What is going on in the world of sports and outside that the Miami Dolphins suck?
We'll get to them in just a moment.
I thought we were going to open with them.
No,
I thought we were too. I thought we were going straight to that.
We're going to get to them soon enough. I do want to piggyback a conversation we had last week about Ethan Pritchard. Florida State comes out, plays a mediocre bullshit opponent, and instead of the result we would have gotten last year, they run 10 straight touchdowns down fucking their throat. First team in Florida State history to ever score 10 straight touchdowns from the start of a game. So that was impressive. But at the end of the game was the real fireworks. My man, do you have that audio?
I am queued up and ready to go.
Let's get that audio right here.
Dad came to spend the day with us. He told me the other day, he goes, this is where his boy wants to be. We got it done for him. Right? I want you to take that to him. A lot of great performances today. But if you guys are good,
So since we don't have video there, at the end of every Florida State win, they have a rock pre-made with the opposing team's logo on it. They have a sledgehammer. The player of the game gets to smash that rock with the sledgehammer. In this case, they gave it to the father of Ethan Pritchard. He smashed the rock.
Earl Pritchard.
Yep, the whole team got to enjoy that moment together with the father. Keith, you said there were some updates. Did you have that?
Yes, they have arrested three people, and
that's good.
On Ethan's shooting.
I think that because I got the update yesterday. I told you one of my good friends is his uncle. So he told.
Oh, that's right. He works for you.
Yeah, so he told me yesterday that they got him, and one of the kids, they were all adults or over 18. One was 16.
Sad, man. Sad.
They held a huge press conference today.
Once again, man, Senseless.
4 arrested. It says here.
It's 4, right?
4 suspects arrested in connection with the shooting of the FSU football player.
3 adults, 1 kid, 1 minor. 3 adults, 1 minor.
Maybe my report didn't report the 16-year-old because he was.
Because the minor, it was the last one to get arrested. He turned himself in today.
Okay, so yeah, I probably saw an early report.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing that audio, I mean, you can hear Mike was cracking up a little bit. Say what you want about Mike Norville. Wally will tell you I've had a lot to say about Mike Norville in the last 6 months, for sure. I love the man personally, and then last year happened. I lost a lot of faith, but I will stand by this fact till the day that I die. He loves those kids, and he loves the families that they come from, and he'll do anything for them. And seeing that locker room scene, I'm proud to have Mike Norville as my coach for that, because that's stand-up class shit right there. So on that note, we can move on from Florida State. We whip the shit out of them people.
Still keep your prayers, man, because Ethan is still in a
he's in critical condition.
In a sedated coma, and according to his uncle, and they say it on the news today too, but his uncle give me an update every morning that he's still in the coma, and they won't wake him up until some of the swelling goes. Apparently, his head is so big they're waiting on some of the swelling to go down. So just keep him in your prayers.
Just
everybody.
pressure against the brain on the skull and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, right on. Well, definitely prayers to him and the family, man. I hope he comes out of this and can at least live a decent life going forward.
Hey, man, they're talking about they the family has, good spirits, and I heard them talking about, man, they want to be on the field in a couple of years, so hopefully that can happen, man.
Yes.
Well, football's secondary, man. It'd be nice to see that ending, but
I know.
it's secondary.
But I'm just saying, for him to come from where he is to in 2 years to be on the football field, man, that would be awesome, and I know it'd be a miracle.
The sheriff echoed. The sheriff echoed in the press conference today something that Toby said last week, that this kid was just minding his own business. He was a good kid.
Man.
He was a good kid. He wasn't looking for trouble. Apparently, I guess a week or 2 prior to this incident, the same type of car, same color, got into an altercation with the guys, and they thought it was him.
That sucks, man. That's just bad luck.
There was a 3-year-old in the car also.
Jesus Christ, man. It's horrible. Just
so
horrible.
Yeah, they said they announced today there was him, his aunt, and a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I mean it's just sad, dude. I mean, once again, man,
Well, hey, you've been saying it all show. Nobody respects anyone's fucking life anymore. Nobody cares. So it's a common theme.
Yeah, man.
Common theme.
That's why I'm trying to be quiet, because we go on and on about it. But
race, religion, creed, sex don't matter either. It's all the same across every fucking board.
Exactly,
every man for himself, right? Every man or woman for themselves these days.
Well, it don't matter if it's Charlie Kirk or Ethan.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%.
They're shot for really no reason, man. No, I mean
the girl on the fucking train, or any of these people, man. You're just
the old lady getting bit by the dog, and the old lady being bit by the dog, and people literally walking by, watching her. I mean, look, keep going, instead of trying to help pull his dog. And it wasn't a fucking pit bull or anything. It was like a little shit eater.
All right, let's
real quick, Toby, before you jump into your next topic, I just want to give a shout out to Terry. I'm probably going to butcher this up. Hibbett, Hibbett. He gave us a shout out. He says that we put local farmers out of business. So I wanted to give him a shout out for joining us on the chat and listening. Thanks for listening, Terry.
He ain't
appreciate it.
Not wrong. No.
Terry, make sure to tell a friend. Make sure to tell a friend and keep on listening with us.
Mega farms, man, putting local people out of business, and that's
Walmart's putting everybody out of business.
Hey,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
we've had enough sad topics today, guys. Let's talk about
let's get something good here.
Great topic. My favorite topic of the show, which is USF went into the fucking swamp and that motherfucking reptile ass, son. What do we got to say? I got a lot to say on this, but I'm gonna let you boys have this first. Have this.
Florida just got out.
Florida did what Florida do.
They got out coached. Yeah, I think they kind of they might have overlooked them. I think there's that possibility of might have overlooking them because they had LSU this week.
How you overlook them and they just beat Boise State the week prior?
Because I mean, how real is Boise State without Gentry?
And without the blue field, right?
So I mean, I don't know. I'll give them that. We'll see how they rebound this week. But there was a lot of coaching errors in that game. I'll say that.
Well, down the stretch, I believe they had the ball roughly with $1:35 on the clock, and they had 2 timeouts in their bag. I looked at the clock, and I thought there was a timeout that was going to be called. I kind of got up, walked to pour a drink, looked back, and he hadn't burned it. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, you just lost. Like, you're stupid. Like, you had to burn one right there at that 1:30 mark. You had to give yourself any kind of a chance. And people say, oh, well, he was going to see if his defense could make a play. Well, is it easier to make a play in live action, or is it easy to scheme a play up with 30 seconds to talk about it on the sideline? That's where you make a play. You know what I mean? You burn that timeout.
You take that timeout.
You group on the sideline. Maybe you can get a sack, back them up out of field goal range. But no, you didn't do it. He let the clock run. And there is video and audio of those fans running through the hallways chanting "Fire Billy." So
you think he's going to make it to the homecoming?
I mean, they have the hardest schedule in the country.
Yeah, Florida's got the hardest. I mean, that schedule is so fucking.
The next 2 weeks, it's LSU, it's Miami, I think Texas A&M. I'm not sure of the correct order, but Georgia, Tennessee, Florida State.
Tennessee, Florida State.
That's 6 death games right there.
Mississippi State, I think they got, and
at any rate, bro, it's too much. It's too much. They might wind up being this year's
we said that
FSU
about
from
them
last
year. No, but we said that last year. They had the toughest schedule last year, and somehow they were able to beat Ole Miss. They played well against Georgia. I mean, they were able to beat the shit out of us. I mean, so I'm not going to sit there and say it's not out of the realm, but I'll sit there and say this: we'll find out more about them this week. Because they are going against LSU, and LSU is a good team.
LSU going to get that ass. They're going to the next 2 games.
I don't know.
They're going to lose by a lot.
Now, okay, so now
if Billy can't get them to play well and at least make it into that fourth quarter, they're in danger of that team quitting. If that happens, it's a mud hole all year.
Yeah, but they didn't start out all that good last year, and he was able to keep them. So. We'll see, man. It's going to be an interesting season. Fuck Florida. I hate them.
Exactly. Fuck Florida.
But hey, Miami, y'all got a tough game this week. I hope y'all ain't.
Play South Florida.
Yeah,
they do.
Don't care about no goddamn South Florida. You scared?
Thank you. And it's actually that's what Florida said, and they went in there and they whooped that ass.
We have a better team than Florida.
Well, y'all are in the friendly confines of Hard Rock, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I think we might. I think we go to Tampa. Because Florida come to us. We're not going to have 3 home games in a row. I'll tell you in a second.
I'd like to know, because if y'all are going to Ray J, that's going to be a little spicy, in my opinion. I know it's going to be 50% Miami fans, because most of your fans won't travel to Hard Rock, but if they can catch them somewhere else, they'll happily do so.
Man, the only reason why they filled the stadium against Notre Dame, because they had all summer.
Because there was fucking 31,000 Golden Domers in there.
Well, it took them all summer to get there.
I have a update too about the October 4th. I might not be going no more because my son, the only reason I was going because that's our biggest rivalry game against you guys, and that's his birthday. His birthday is October 4th. When he came over here this weekend to watch the game, that massacre, he told me, "Oh, I'm going to Mexico for my birthday. I'm leaving a few days before." I said, "You son of a bitch." You son of a bitch. The one that you guys met. Oh no, they play at the Rock. We're gonna tear that ass up.
Okay, yeah, y'all are straight. You'll be good at the Rock.
Okay.
Nah, you'll be good at the Rock.
Because Miami has Florida after USF.
And right? Florida State after that.
Yeah. Yeah, watch out for USF. That's a good team. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't believe they're good enough to beat Miami. I don't. I think October 4th comes around. Florida State
It's
and
not
Miami
about.
are undefeated, and I think game day is in town. And I think all the world will be watching a 7:00 game on ABC, in which Florida State cracks Miami's skull.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm here to say the feed into what Wally's saying. South Florida does play the top Florida teams differently than they play everybody else. Every time we play Florida, South Florida, them motherfuckers, they rise to the occasion. It'd be a squeaker.
But I see I see Toby's angle. He's won that undefeated season between Florida State, Miami, and that being a big deal. And if that
I was
happens,
wanting to see. Look. I didn't even want Florida to lose. I wanted to see all 3 Florida teams in the top 10 again for the first time in a long motherfucking time. I wanted to see it.
But you didn't mind them losing.
You didn't mind watching that USF.
You didn't mind that ass whooping.
Wally was texting me during the game, like, "Are you watching this shit, dog? Are you seeing this shit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm seeing this shit." All I do on Saturdays is I watch Florida State and then I player hate, which I'll watch the Florida State game, and then on the other TV is either Clemson losing or Miami losing or UF losing. Those are the only games I really watch anymore.
How many TVs do you have?
What's
How many TVs do you have?
I have 3.
All in the same room, or are they like kind of spread out? Because I have
I've got
TVs
the big
too.
I've got the big 75. I've got a 40 in the corner that's mounted, and then I have a third one I roll in there for game day. I put it on a little table next to the other one.
You need a tissue, Wally? I know that you used to have your house set up that way.
Yeah, Wally got invaded by the female species, and he's no longer got all them TVs.
Yeah, buddy.
4 TVs.
Yeah.
Now, see, I don't mind it on Sunday so much because with the ticket now on YouTube, you can put 4 games on the one TV. So I'll put the 4 on.
Oh, you can do that with the ticket as well?
Oh, yeah.
You can do that with the ticket. I know Xfinity allows you to do that. If anybody has Xfinity or wants to subscribe to them, they can put 4 games on at once.
Yeah. But
no,
I
I got
YouTube. 4 NFL games on because you don't have the ticket.
YouTube TV, you can put
you can put multiple games. Yeah, you can put multiple games.
That's my saving grace, because before, I used to have 4 TVs. Well, Toby was living here too, and we would have 4 TVs set up in here, and we have all the games on all TVs, and then I would have every once in a while have a damn TV dedicated to soccer, so I could watch
Come on, man.
Yeah, man, I'd be sitting there and he'd be cutting off one of the football games and one of my fantasy dudes on to put on some fucking
Real Madrid's about to play.
No one cares about soccer, man.
Real Madrid, man.
Fuck you. There's 3 other TVs in this motherfucker.
So how do you play the sound? How do you play the sound? I mean, do you have the sound on for one game, or you
only one game?
One game.
The feature game, which is
the feature game. Yeah, because that'd be kind of crazy if you had everything going on. I don't know if
it's like a sports bar. A sports bar only have one game playing.
One game, but you're watching all 4. You're watching all 4.
And when I was living with Jay, if it was after 6:30 and Florida State had done one, it was no audio. It was just music and getting drunk on the porch.
That happened. Yeah,
that's what.
But so what we got going on this week?
Those are the 2 games of interest for me. We kind of went down with them. Canes and USF, LSU and UF. So that's I don't think there's any other major games that are on the slate this week that I recall.
What time they play? Because I need to be in front of the TV.
I thought there was a couple other games on this week that were pretty decent.
We can look at that, my man. It ain't too hard to find. It's real easy to find that. Those were the games that caught my interest, man. But again, I watch just to hate sometimes. Clemson, Georgia Tech is a little spicy.
Yeah, I like Georgia Tech. Well, the quarterback's hurt. They don't.
Oh, Haynes King's out.
Yeah, he's hurt. They don't know if he's actually going to play. That could play.
Wisconsin at Bama, so we'll get to another Bama checkup. See if they.
Oh yeah,
we're getting a little Bama checkup.
A little spicy.
Oh shit! I did forget there is a really big game on it.
Tennessee
3:30 on ABC. Georgia UT.
Yeah,
so Tennessee.
Georgia.
That's the game of the day, honestly.
That's going to be a big game because I don't know nothing about Georgia right now.
I don't either. I don't think they quite look like Georgia right now, but we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
Now I heard
it's a good game on tomorrow night. I know we're going to be watching. Most people are going to be watching NFL tomorrow night, Thursday night football. But NC State, Wake Forest, always a good game.
I'll have it on TV too, but I'll be watching my boy Jaden Daniels, my MVP for the season.
Whatever.
Well, let's get into some NFL, man, because I know y'all boys have got to get some shit off your chest. Because I know I do.
We do.
I would say you part of that. You part of that group too, bro.
Man, Wally was with me. We went to Friendly Confines for the first Sunday, and I did a whole lot of watching other games because I couldn't look at that Dolphins game for long.
Is that a good spot? Never been there. Is that a good spot?
It's great. Yeah,
which one you go to at Ultimate Mall?
No, it's in Lake Mary.
Okay,
right by Fishbones. Yeah.
Where did you go? Where was it?
Friendly Confines.
Okay, I gotta check that out. Never been out there.
Yeah,
in Lake Mary, down by that town center area where the movie theater is, Dexter's.
You know where Fishbones is?
Yeah, right there by the movie theater.
By the movie
right
theater,
next to Fishbone.
Not too far from Schulis.
Yeah,
right by Schulis. Right by Schulis.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Our boy is kind of a regular there, so he's got the hookup. We always have a big table for like 12, 14 dudes. So it's a good deal, man. But I was there, and we had all these TVs on us, and I had that one game I started to look at, and Tua came out and looked like a bag of fucking ass
from the beginning.
Yeah, that's a heartless, gutless football team. I think they are about to quit on Mike McDaniel if they don't get a win this week. Give me what you got on that, guys. Unload.
As far as I'm concerned,
last week or this week or what?
Tua can move on. I mean, Tua is an overpaid quarterback that is underperforming. He's always underperformed. He's not ready to be on the field.
So you would keep Tua over Tyreek Hill?
No, I would get rid of both of them. I mean, we got one guy that's an overpaid underperformer. You got another guy whose head's all messed up because he's dealing with a domestic violence thing. His wife is leaving him. He has to pay her $10 million a year in child support. And then you got McDaniel, who, quite frankly, came in hot, and now he's not. You know, he's all walks around with his fancy shoes, his fancy watch, his fancy sunglasses. But I mean, does the team respect him, and does he gain that respect that he deserves as a coach? I'm not seeing it.
I was upset.
Well, I just want to say that I kind of felt like a sports commentator right there, and that's about as more.
Hey, you did really good.
That is all I know about sports. Just so you guys know.
Well, that was good enough, man. I felt it. We felt it. I'm as a lifelong.
Did you feel what I was dishing? Did you pick up what I was dropping?
Yeah, you hate Tua and you hate McDaniel. Time to move on. So I'm a lifelong Dolphin fan, bro. Since the time I was introduced to football. The first football game, I can't remember who they were playing, but it was the Miami Dolphins. Played some fucking body, and we won. I had to be like 5 years old, and I've been hooked ever since, right? The good teams, the bad teams. Shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been a Tua fan since the day we drafted him.
Y'all been bad more than y'all been good, so yeah.
This motherfucker here. So I said, fuck it. We drafted him. I got to ride with him, right? McDaniels. I wasn't a big fan of the coach before McDaniels. I thought he was just a defensive coach that rode Belichick coattails for a long time.
Flores.
I wasn't a big
Flores.
fan.
I was trying to remember who it was. Yeah, Flores.
And so
Flores was the only time that Wall Raven ever respected us, but carry on.
Yeah, of course. That's the only reason why.
A little bit. So after I have had many tongue battles about my loyalty to Tua and McDaniels. That's just done, dog. I'm going to the game Sunday. And
this Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
And
well, I'd be surprised if McDaniel makes it to the end of the season. I'd say mid-season.
This is the first time I've ever in my life, because it's a tradition for me and my sons to always go to the home opener. So we've been doing it for years. So
yeah,
we doing it. I don't want to go. I asked my sons, do they want to sell our tickets? Because it's not too late. We could have sold our tickets. We playing the Patriots.
Oh wow, you don't need you. So you don't even think y'all can beat the Patriots?
I'm
With
not
all due
confident.
respect, I mean, the team's just not performing. They don't respect the coach. The coach is not demanding the respect he deserves. I think he's more focused on his fancy lifestyle coming from Denver to Miami. I don't think this is the season. This is not going to be the season for the Dolphins. And Keith will tell you, and probably anybody on the shows that I'm a diehard Miami Dolphin fan. But I'm not seeing it this year. I'm not seeing it. I'm not looking forward to seeing this game.
All I'll say is, got a lot of talent on the team, and if they
Too
don't
much talent.
perform-
Well, that's the problem. That's the thing. If you have all that talent on the field,
to me,
if you have all that,
you got rid of the tight end last year or this year.
He was a
Jonah,
huge part of Tua's success last season.
that went to Pittsburgh.
yeah.
That was a big deal.
Got rid of Ramsey.
Fitzpatrick, right? The safety that came from Pittsburgh.
He's no Ramsey.
No, but he's
a two-time All-Pro safety.
He's quality. So you got guys.
You got Bradley Chubb. I mean, there's
Right,
people.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there.
Wait,
But they're not-
okay,
but-
let me just say this real quick. There's
Jalen
no
Phillips.
argument. There's no argument about the talent that's on the field. The talent is not performing. And is it a coaching
Well,
issue,
that's kind
or
of
is
where
it
I-
or
where
is it a
I'm going.
leadership issue?
I
mean,
think it's a combination of
It's-
the
is it
coaching and
Tua?
the general management. I
is it-
think. Look,
Well,
the best
I
teams-
think.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I was going to say, I think last year when Tua went down and they were unable to win games after Tua went down. So when your star quarterback gets hurt and is unable to play, you should be able to put in a quality
Backup.
second quarterback,
Agreed.
quarterback. And look, he's a backup because he doesn't have the same athletic abilities, certain things he can't do as the first, right? But the way the Dolphins lost those games was more on coaching, right? Because I mean, it opened everybody's eyes to the fact that it's not about talent, because you have the talent. You mean to tell me Tua leaves and y'all go to shit? Y'all can't score touchdowns. Y'all can't block. Y'all can't do certain things.
I've been saying the same shit.
It opened the team's eyes to go, do we really have the right coach in the position? And maybe they are trying to say a statement right now.
Where I was going to go before you said what you said was, I think it's a combination of general management and coaching, because what you're talking about is ineptitude, but that's a combination of ineptitude. Like your coach and your general manager both thought Skylar Thompson was the answer coming into last season as the backup, knowing that you have a fragile quarterback.
Right.
Your team then has to go out and perform with this quarterback that they already know is trash. And then they get hung out to dry. Your team isn't going to respect you at that point. So Wall Raven has a valid point with what he's saying. And did some of that kill the magic that they had cooking for him the year prior to that? Probably so. Because Tua, you cannot rely on Tua to start 16 games. I mean, every time I looked up, he was getting popped the other day, and I thought that was the end of his season right then when he was getting hit, but he kept getting
I'm not even going to put it all on Tua right now. On paper, the Miami Dolphins probably have the best D line, arguably next to Philadelphia in the NFL on paper.
I got a question for you.
We didn't smell. Daniel Jones don't know what our jerseys smell like.
I got a question for you. If I'm the GM for the Dolphins, and I know I got a quarterback that I know at any given point can get hurt, what's going to be my number one focus to make the strongest thing on the field?
O-line.
It's going to be the backup quarterback and your O-line. Both of those things need to be perfect. But it's both. It's still, you have to have both of those things.
Yeah, I get that. But your O-line, you have to go out and you have to solidify that O-line. That O-line has to be the Philadelphia Eagles O-line. That line
has only one of those, bro.
Well, he's got to figure out how to put that together and put the right coaching staff together to make that happen, because you have look, when Tua 2 years ago, Tua was top 5 quarterback in the league. Like he can play the game. His body's not built to play the game, and we've had discussions on this in the past. His body is not able to absorb the game. But if you know that, then build your team to protect him so he doesn't have to take those hits. He doesn't have to get hurt. And so therefore you have an opportunity to make it in the playoffs and make a run. You won't win the Super Bowl with him, but you'll get into the playoffs and you'll finally have a win after 20 years. But
I'm 46 years old. I've been watching football, the NFL in particular, extremely closely since I was about 8 years old. And I can tell you, seldom do you see a quarterback that if you see them get flustered, the game is over. And Tua is that quarterback. Like, he can't rebound. He can't mentally rebound.
Okay, so I was going to bring this up, and you're kind of bringing that up. So
you're a Dolphin fan, right, Toby?
Lifelong.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure.
So
I was here for most of Marino.
Yeah.
So there was a DB, and I don't know the names. There's a DB that went from Miami.
Xavier Howard. It's Xavier Howard. I saw what you saw.
Went to the Colts, and he said what we had to do was frustrate him, take away his first read, and then he would get scatterbrained basically, and he would make a mistake.
And that's exactly what they did. He was back there, didn't know who the fuck to throw to because his first and second read was taken away from him.
And then he went on to say, all you also have to do in addition to what I just said is clog the middle of the field. He will not be able to go outside and rebound. And he was 100% correct. He kept trying to strike in the middle and he kept getting fucked over.
Well, now that that was said and proven, what do you think every other team is going to do while he's on the field?
Mike Vrabel is 100% going to do that exact same thing this weekend. So
yeah.
If I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm looking for Achane, Waddle, and Tyreek Hill on the outside.
Well, Waddle got hurt.
Is Waddle going to be out?
He came back. Waddle came back like 2 plays.
He did come back in the game.
He came back like 2 plays later, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw him get hurt, but I didn't see him later.
You just got to go outside. That's the only way to win because Vrabel is no fucking dumbass. He's
So the question is, does McDaniel start Tua or does he start his backup?
No,
has to.
The start as Tua's healthy, he's a starter every game this year.
Dude, he's $100 million fucking quarterback.
So,
I'm just saying.
He's got to play Tua.
Dude, he has to. He's going to live and die by Tua, dog. His
if
career.
If Tua could come out there in crutches, damn it, he going.
Well, I'm just saying he's hanging his hat on a quarterback that's just not the quarterback.
He has to.
They has to. They signed a $100 million contract with him. I get that, but they hung their hat on a guy that is just not the franchise quarterback.
They knew that
that's not going to.
They knew that when they slid the contract over to Tua to sign it.
I know that.
They knew that.
If we lose this weekend, fuck it. Let's tank and get Arch.
We're rolling the dice. We're going to roll the dice. That's what the Miami Dolphins said. We're going to roll the dice.
For Arch.
You think Arch is going to be that great? Have we figured that out yet? I mean,
not yet, but shit.
He struggled even against.
No, he looked good. I saw that game. He looked good against the high school they played this Saturday.
He did. Oh my!
Against the high school they played Saturday, he looked pretty good.
It took him to the
third quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched the whole game. I'm telling you. Because I'm scouting, goddammit. I'm scouting. I'm looking for Tua's replacement. I'm scouting. So I watched that whole game.
Archie's got issues. Let's just pump the brake on Archie.
You think Dan Marino will come out of retirement to take over for Tua?
No.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Ain't no Peyton Manning has a son.
We'll just have to wait until this weekend.
Yeah,
man.
we all. That's
going
to be the next dude. Yes, we know.
Let's see what Miami does against New England.
It could be a fluke. Could have been a fluke. I get it.
Could
have been a fluke.
Another dud. I'm ready to completely write them off, and I think you'll also see a flurry of trades by week 3. If they lose the next 2 games, Tyreek Hill will be traded 100%. I'll put money on that.
Yeah,
they need him back in KC.
And you'll probably see some of that defensive front traded off because that's got value. They'll go into full rebuild mode because they'll fire McDaniel, and by week 8, Greer will be fired at the end of the season, and they'll go to a whole new rebuild. Let's move along, gentlemen.
Let's do it.
I want to talk about this hill. And I look on this hill, and Keith is up there on this hill. And this dude is up on this hill waving a flag. And that flag says, fuck Aaron Rodgers. And he is malnourished. He ain't got no food. He needs medical assistance. He's dying on that hill. But Keith, Aaron Rodgers went the fuck off, dog.
He brought it. I'm gonna tell you, he brought it.
Okay, I'm gonna say, and just like I said, Arch went off Saturday. It's about the same about that. Aaron Rodgers went off.
No.
If it wasn't for Ramsey cleaning that motherfucking clock, they would have lost.
You can't. Come on. So you're saying they're saying
if it wasn't for Ramsey cleaning that dude clock, they would have lost.
So Aaron Rodgers played against a high school defense. That's what you basically just said.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
But you did.
I hope you don't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Because Aaron Glenn is a good damn coach.
Yeah, and the Jets, if the Jets have nothing else, they always have a good defense.
They got talent.
But Aaron Rodgers, damn Aaron Rodgers, man. I do like the comment he made, though. I was like, that was some Aaron Rodgers shit that he said after the game, though. He said it felt good beating the Jets.
He wanted to beat everybody in that organization.
Yeah, that's what he said. So I said, damn, if that's the most Aaron Rodgers shit I ever heard. But it was good. It was funny.
Didn't he say, oh yeah, they thought I was done, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I believe I said it, a few shows ago, where at the end of last season with Aaron Rodgers, he was starting to get comfortable with that injury that he had. I don't think he was totally fully healed at the beginning of the season last year, and it took him a while to get the strength and get the motion and maybe even get confidence with his Achilles and knowing that he could make certain plays going forward. Because when you have that type of injury, especially at his age, you damn sure don't want that shit to happen again. So you're kind of cautious. I think over that last season, he got that confidence and he was playing really well at the end of that season. And Pittsburgh might have a chance to do something in that AFC North. They might be challenging Baltimore there.
I think they are going to challenge him. As long as he remains healthy, I think they're going to challenge him all the way down to the wire.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man.
Look, man, first of all, Baltimore is a bad motherfucker, so I'm not taking anything away from that. But I think people
goddamn stop feeding Derrick Henry at the end of the game. He finds
hold on, we're fixing to get to them in a second. But as good as that team is, Pittsburgh has not had a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger. They have not had a legit starting NFL quarterback since then. So Mike Tomlin's been hamstrung. He hasn't been able to run a full offense. There's certain players in the NFL, certain quarterbacks, that they can run the full fucking thing wide open. And it's only a small amount of these guys. It's Pat Mahomes, it's Josh Allen, it's Lamar. And then you start having to ask some questions. You know what I mean? You get past those first 5 or 6 guys. Those guys can't open up your full playbook and dispense it from the line of scrimmage by reading a defense. There's only so many guys on the planet can do it. And Aaron Rodgers has done that shit for 15 years at the highest level. If they can keep him protected and healthy, they're going to win a lot of football games. That defense is fucking good too. And it's week 1, man. Joe Burrow looked like trash this week and Aaron Rodgers looked good. So let's let him get with that team into week 5. Let me see what they look like in week 5.
Let me ask you a question. Because I know the Dolphins just lost, and we have written the Dolphins whole season off. Is it because it's the Dolphins?
No, it's because they got mud stomped by fucking Daniel Jones.
Because I'm here to tell you, Kansas City going 0-2.
Well, that's what we're about to talk about. Hold on, we got 2.
Kansas City going 0-2, dog.
We got
there's
2
no way they
Let's
beating Philadelphia tomorrow.
Let's get back to Baltimore real quick. Who watched the Baltimore game? Baltimore.
Because I'm a garbage man, I only watched the first quarter and I went to bed.
Okay. That was one of the top 20 football games I ever watched in my life, probably.
I can imagine.
That was a good fucking football game, start to finish. You were like compelled watching this game.
The first quarter, every time Lamar touched the ball, he ran the bitch in. Every time Derrick Henry he struck for 60 yards.
How can Derrick Henry still be that good at 31 years old?
That bitch,
he looks elite.
If you look at what he eats and his training, what he does on the offseason,
no preservatives.
No preservatives, a lot of water, a lot of natural foods,
no fluoride
foods, none of that shit. He's running hills, he's taking care of his body, and yeah, man. I mean, shit.
That team's going to be around. Buffalo, it's time that I go ahead and stop shitting on Josh Allen in Buffalo because I guess I got to eat it now.
Never.
I got to now. That guy's good. That guy's fucking good. And now Keon Coleman looks like a guy that can be a real weapon for him.
Okay, you know what? I'm lying. I saw the whole first half. Now think about it, because it pissed me off because I think Josh Allen, maybe Aaron Rodgers, are about the only two that could do this. I don't even think Patrick Mahomes have this type of juice. When right before halftime, it was 7 seconds left on the clock. He hit his tight end, and as the tight end was going out of bounds, it was 1 second. Any other team in the league, it would have been triple zeros on that goddamn screen.
Oh, it was Dawson Knox too. I was the other one, Dalton King.
And Josh Allen went to the ref, said it was 1 second left. And they give the motherfucker 1 second to kick a field goal. I said to myself, this is unreal, because he does this every game.
Yeah. Well, does he have the ref on his side? Probably a little bit, but he's fucking good. He's kind of getting that. Lamar gets it too now, too. You know what I mean? Lamar gets the benefit of the doubt. Josh Allen gets the benefit of the doubt. Pat Mahomes
superstars always get the calls, man. I mean,
the Jordan rule, bro.
The Jordan rule, dog. I mean, he started it, and then it's been carried on.
Kobe enjoyed it,
And why can't nobody stop Buffalo? Because when it's 3rd and 4, if Josh Allen's in shotgun, he running to the right. If it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, Josh Allen line up under the center, he's running to the left. And god damn.
Just because you know it's coming don't mean you can stop it.
Well, hey, why can't they stop the push tush?
Yeah, it's coming, but you can't do nothing about it
these days.
Can't do nothing about it.
Exactly. They know it's coming. They just can't. It's got better athletes. They make the proper.
They don't even disguise it. Shotgun, right.
Dude,
under center, left.
That's the thing about football is everything is technical. Like if I may not have the best athlete, but if my guy goes out and he makes the block and do what I ask him to do, then it opens up the hole, and therefore my running back should be able to get a couple yards. I'm not saying he's going to win, go down for a touchdown, but he can get a couple yards and he can get a gain. That's the thing about football is everybody doing their job, and hey, you may not be the best athlete, but if I go out there and make my block and do what I'm supposed to do, it's going to be a positive play. And
if we execute perfectly, you can't stop it.
Yeah, and that's Bill Belichick. I mean,
yeah.
When I first started coaching, I had a coach, Coach Boone. When I first started coaching, he would run the same play all fucking game.
Wait, was it Herman Boone?
No, but he was saying he was
from fucking Remember the Titans, the one that said it's like no game, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to think of what movie that was from.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing too.
He would say that he was related to Herman. He would say Herman Boone was like his great uncle. He would say that shit all the time. But he would run the same play.
He ran the veer. That's what he ran. He ran.
So he said, so I asked him, I said, they gonna know what we're gonna do. He said, make them stop us. He said, that's when you know we a bad motherfucker, when they know what we're gonna do and can't stop us.
Exactly. I mean, everybody's doing their job, man. And that's a team, man. You could have the best athletes in the world, and if they're not on the same page, not doing the right thing. Look at Alabama. Alabama had the number 2 team as far as 5 stars and 4 stars on their total roster within the country. Florida State goes in there and they beat their ass.
Executed.
Execution. Exactly,
That's
man.
it. Well, we got one more thing to hit on before we get up out of here, and Keith brought it up briefly earlier. I think the NFL game of the week is pretty fucking obvious. You got Kansas City on the ropes at 0-1 playing Philly.
First game of the week, baby.
So no. Washington's tomorrow.
Washington, Green Bay tomorrow.
So when is Green? So when I thought the Philly KC was Thursday.
No. That's
they're not going to do that to KC.
Oh,
they're not going to have KC go to Brazil and then play on.
You know what? That's good because I said I was going to be a tired ass because I was going to watch that entire game.
That Kansas City game's got to be an 8:00 game. I'm sure they gave them all the time.
Oh, please don't let that be Sunday night, please.
Nope, Sunday 4:25 on Fox.
Damn.
So we're going to find out now. Keith seems to think they're going 0-2, but this game is at Kansas City.
They going 0-2, dog.
Okay.
Listen, Carter is going smooth off.
Look, dog. Kansas City, when you get them up against the ropes, they're missing receivers. They're coming in. Their top 2 receivers are going to be who? Wall Raven, Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah. They
all we got is them 2. We got Travis Kelce. We got some running backs. Man, I'm gonna tell you what.
Kelce fucked my ticket up.
Give me KC. Give me KC straight up.
No. All right. I'm going Philly. I'm not even a Philly fan. I'm not a Philly
against
fan.
The wall. Revenge for the Super Bowl at home. I bet you Taylor's little ass going to be up in there.
Yeah, it's damn right. It's going to be in for KC.
As much as bad,
be in there.
As bad as I want that to happen, as bad as I want Kansas City to win that game.
Well, it's not like Philly looked dominant against Dallas, bro. They did not.
No, but
Dallas could have should have won that game.
But I don't think they take it Dallas as serious. They are going to take KC going into KC because they know KC is wanting some revenge. And look, KC's not at top level right now. They got their injuries. Rice is out on suspension. I mean, they got their issues. I think KC later on in the year is going to be a team to worry about. I think right now with the Worthy injury, Rice being suspended, I think KC might be in a little trouble. And
KC going to start this first time in a long time 0-2. Listen, I'm going to record that game. As soon as we finish tonight, I'm recording that game. I just thought about it. I will be driving back from Miami Sunday, so I'll miss that game, but I'm off Monday. So I will wake up and watch that some Monday morning.
I'm going to text you the score Sunday afternoon.
I am adding a quick segment at the end of the week now. I should have told my producer this, but I did not.
Oh, boy. What was I'm in for a surprise. What's going on here?
We went a little over on your hour, buddy, so we're going a little over on mine.
All right. I got no problem with that.
Only 3-4 minutes, though. We're going to do 5 games apiece each week, college and pro. All right. And it's going to be fast. We don't need to detail the games, talk too much, but we got to pick 5 games each, and we're going to see who wins at the end of the season.
Well, let me pull up the games, damn it.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you the games.
Okay. Let me get my pen and paper ready.
We got 5 games to pick. 3 are college this week and 2 are pro.
All right. I got to write this down so we remember for next week.
We're going straight up.
Miami, damn it. Miami, damn it. I know that's one of the games, Miami. Miami is an 18-point favorite for this game, matter of fact.
Are we going points or just straight up?
Straight up.
Straight up.
But I'm just letting you know, Miami is 17.5 point favorite.
So, game 1, Miami USF.
Who going? Y'all go. You already know who I'm going.
If it was points, I would probably take the points. But I think Miami's going to be – they're going to be – yeah, I think they're going to be ready for him.
Too much for him at home?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go Miami. So,
but I like the points. I like the points. I think it's close. I think Miami beats them by 7.
Are we all for Miami, Jay?
I'm going Miami. I'm going Miami.
Okay. So that game crosses itself out. So next game, Florida at LSU.
LSU.
All right, what do you got, Toby?
I'm going last.
No, damn it. I'm gonna go.
I know everybody's waiting for me to go. I'm thinking about it. I think Florida has a talent. I don't think they're as bad offense as everybody
I'm just gonna
they are.
let me put this out there. LSU is only a 7.5 favorite.
All right, I'm gonna go.
That changed some shit.
I'm gonna go LSU.
Okay.
Keith, you sticking with LSU?
I'm going LSU, dog. And I think they cover.
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with what I saw with Florida as far as against USF. So yeah, LSU.
I'm gonna go UF.
Wow.
That's because he has his own agenda. You see how this shit works? See how people do what they want to do with their own agenda and how
I'm going LSU, and I think
I
they're
was
going to
go UF regardless, dog, because I think backs against the wall, and I actually don't think LSU is that good. That's my personal belief. I watched the Clemson game with you. They didn't look that good to me.
That's a
I
good
think
game
that's
to
a
bet on.
beatable team.
So you're saying Clemson sucks?
Can I change mine to the
yeah,
UF
I am
now?
saying that. I am saying that, Wall Raven.
Oh, wow.
Can I change mine to UF? That's what I want to do. Change mine to UF.
Okay,
real quick. I like the over under for that game. I'm gonna take that too. The over under is 47 and a half. I'm gonna take the over.
That's you. All right, last game for college.
All right.
Georgia and Tennessee.
Ooh.
Oh, we were just talked about that. I wish I was paying attention.
I don't know.
And this is at Tennessee, by the way.
I wish I paid attention to the conversation 2 minutes ago.
At Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't know. Shooter's the guy. Shooter's a badass though. That's quarterback for Georgia.
Stockton, Gunner Stockton.
Oh, that's his name, Gunner. I call him
This
Shooter.
mother called him Shooter. Like
You
Shooter
watch
Gavin.
Gunner,
I knew watch a Happy Gilmore.
I knew. Yeah, I knew it had something to do with the gun.
This is a tight game,
But
bro.
Gunner's a tough motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
Georgia ain't the same team though. Georgia's not the same team.
That hit that he ran in against Texas at that SEC championship game, I thought they knocked him the fuck out. He got right back the fuck up.
He
That's
did
what's
get back
son of
up.
a Bitch.
Question: Who's the quarterback for Tennessee this year? I don't know.
He's a transfer. I forgot.
Yeah,
his
because
fucking
homeboy
name.
went to
Everybody's a
UCLA.
transfer now. Everybody's a transfer.
Yeah, he's first year transfer. I want to say he came from Tulane.
Actually, no, I think they swapped. I think the quarterback from UCLA went to Tennessee and homeboy from Tennessee went to UCLA.
Either way, let's get a
Before
pick.
I make my decision,
I'm going Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I'm going opposite of Jay. See, because he say Tennessee, I'm going Georgia. And Vegas don't even know who's going to win this. It's a 3.5 point spread.
Or
no, it's for Georgia. I'm sorry. Georgia favored by 3.5.
Wally, who you got?
I mean, I gotta stick with the thoroughbreds, man. I gotta go with Georgia, man.
It's hard to bet against Georgia, man. It's hard to bet against Georgia.
And Toby, what do you got?
Unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe it is fortunate. I'm joining Jay with the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Good.
Damn.
All right.
Oh, Rocky Top.
And I love that city. I plan on retiring in Knoxville, so I love Tennessee.
KC Philly. Y'all already know I'm taking KC, so you can just go ahead and put it on wax.
KC. I'm gonna go KC as well.
What y'all got?
I already told you. Eagles.
Eagles. Okay. Wally.
Philly.
Okay. All right.
My man got fined $57,000 for spitting on that.
We are literally
He gonna go to fuck off.
Outside the first game, so far we are split down the middle.
Yep. And then the last game is Green Bay and Washington tomorrow night. So I am going to go ahead and let you know I'm going to take the Washington Redskins.
Hold on, let me see. I'm telling you right now, that's going to be a damn good game. It's in Green Bay, so that's going to be hard for Washington.
Still taking the Washington Redskins.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Green Bay didn't impress me the other night.
You're fucking crazy.
They didn't impress me. Jordan Love is nice, but I think
I kind of thought Detroit just looked like shit.
Yeah, I was saying Green Bay didn't impress me.
So you're going with the Skins?
I'm going with the Skins.
All right.
Green Bay is a 3.5 point favorite also. But that's only because they're in Lambeau.
Oh, well, then I'm going to go with Green Bay since you just said that.
They're in Lambeau. Right. They're in Wisconsin.
Thank you. I had to get Jay off my shit.
They're in Milwaukee, Jay. They're playing in Milwaukee.
I know they're playing in Milwaukee, so there we go. There we go. All right, so we have our picks, and we'll talk about it next Wednesday.
That's it.
All right.
I thought about that like 10 minutes ago, so don't worry about it. But I'm going to add that each week so we can have five picks a week.
The fucking Dolphins are only a 1.5 point favorite against the Patriots.
All right, guys, that's the end of our show. This is the FLA Trash Talkers. Final words. What you got for us, Toby?
Sad day, man, in American history, really. Seeing people getting shot like that over their opinions, and me and fucking Wally over here arguing about the lead up to it. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. I pray for that dude's family. That's all I got. Go Knowles.
All right, what you got for us, Keith?
Oh man, good show, everybody. Thank y'all for y'all listening the entire 2 hours. Pray for your loved ones, man, and don't let this tragedy stop you from speaking your mind. Okay.
Absolutely.
If you say it, believe it, and say it with your chest.
I like that. I like that. What you got for us, Wally?
Yeah, man. Yeah, sad day. Hopefully, anybody listening to the show, maybe took your mind off of what happened today and kind of took my, did the same thing for me, doing the show, man. Kind of took my mind off of what actually happened today and, made it a little, brought a little joy into my life. So, hope that does, that for you. And, hope we have a great weekend. I can't wait to see some more football this coming week. And go Knowles. We'll talk about it next Wednesday.
All right. And I'm Jay. And I just want to let everybody know that I found out who Terry is. Terry's actually works with my wife. All right. And I should have known who he was because he took me to a magic, I almost said the Magic Heat. What the hell is the damn Orlando game here?
Christ,
The Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. All right, boys. That's our show for today. We are the FLA Trash Talkers. Make sure to watch us on YouTube. Yeah, the Orlando Magic. Or no, the Orlando Magic.
The Milwaukee Magic.
All right, boys. Let's get the hell out of here, man. Let's get the hell out of here before this gets worse.
And that's it for today's episode of the FLA Trash Talkers. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you had fun listening, we're doing something right. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and make sure to share the show with all your friends. New episodes are live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on YouTube, and you don't want to miss the next show. You can watch all of our shows on YouTube. Just search for the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast. Until next Wednesday, the world is hectic, so don't take everything so seriously. Don't get so offended, and keep talking trash. We'll see you on the next episode.